You don't have to be tech savvy to write your book, nor should technology stop you. You only need very simple tools to start and finish writing your manuscript. Maybe you've convinced yourself you need special software, advanced computer skills, or complicated tools before you can even begin writing your manuscript. But the truth is, you don't. I'm going to show you how you can start writing your book using very simple tools you probably already have access to. Let's get it. Ready to write your first book and make an impact? Do you wish you could organize your book ideas without feeling overwhelmed and actually find the time to write and finish your book? Hey, I'm Donna Cherie, a book writing coach and author. Welcome to Book Writing Made Simple. Inside this podcast, I'll teach you how to get a clear vision for your book idea, get organized, keep it simple, and develop a writing plan so you can finally get your book out into the world. Grab a notebook and pen with your favorite cup of tea. Hey, aspiring author. Welcome back to the Book Writing Made Simple podcast. I'm your host, Donna Cherie, and I'm super excited for you to be tuning in today. Of course, it's always a pleasure to be able to sit down and chit chat with you, just like we're having coffee. And I'm giving you tools and tips about book writing and making it simple, making it easy with strategies from the Holy Spirit that will help you write and finish your book so that you can make a kingdom impact. Before we dive into today's conversation, I just want to say that I know it's not only technology that stops aspiring authors from writing. It's the overwhelming feeling of the entire process. Maybe that's you. I know you've been wanting to write your book, but every time you think about it, you feel overwhelmed by the process that you don't prioritize time to write because you just don't know how or where to start. You have so many ideas, but you don't know how to organize them into a book that makes sense. You've been telling people for years that you're going to write a book, but life gets busy and writing always seems to fall to the bottom of the list. Writing a book just seems like a monumental task. Maybe you've even convinced yourself that it's not worth writing, but you keep getting this nudge from God that won't go away. I want you to stop doubting and contemplating if God actually told you to write the book. Let go of confusion and procrastination. I'm going to help you organize your thoughts so you can write and publish your first book. Go right now to donnacherie.com/coaching and get started with me so that we can get your book out of your head and into your hands. You can go right now to donnacherie.com/coaching to book your coaching session. Now, I find that aspiring authors think they need to be tech savvy to write a book. They start thinking if a publishing platform, formatting software, editing tools, or marketing systems, all the things are necessary to write the book. And suddenly writing a book feels so complicated. It feels so overwhelming. But let me ease your mind today. You don't need advanced technology to write your manuscript. You don't need an IT certification, an IT degree. You don't need to master a bunch of tools. You simply need a place to write your words. Technology should never become the reason your book stays inside of your head instead of getting it on a page. Nowadays, there are so many free tools available, endless tools to help you write and finish your manuscript. I've worked with individuals who felt intimidated by the writing process, not because they didn't have great ideas or a story to share, but because they felt super uncomfortable with technology. Although some of us may use it in our everyday lives for work, for school, for organizing, managing our home, and whatever have you, there are some individuals that don't feel comfortable with technology or just don't use it in their day-to-day life as much as others. So these individuals that I've worked with who's felt intimidated by technology, they will say things like, I'm not good with computers. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know what program to use. I'm afraid I'll mess something up. And because of those thoughts, they delayed writing their book. They delayed staying focused on their book. Writing a book doesn't require complicated systems or paid software programs. In fact, many manuscripts start in the simplest ways possible: a blank document. Yes, that's it. A blank document or a note on your phone or a simple writing space where you can begin capturing your notes, whatever works for you. The most important thing is not the tool. The most important thing is that you start and keep writing. With that, I want to affirm to you that you don't have to be tech savvy to write a book. Writing a book is about your message, not your technical skills. You don't have to have all these great technical skills to write a book and share your message. You don't have to master technology before you start writing. It's so not necessary. The technical side of publishing and the rest of the writing process comes later, after you have your finished draft, after you have a completed manuscript. Right now, your goal is simply to get your words out of your mind and onto a page. Also, you can start with simple tools you already have that's available to you. Again, you don't need fancy writing software to begin your manuscript. Two simple tools that you can start with that I want to share with you are Google Docs or a Notes app. It's as simple as that. Google Docs or a Notes app. Google Docs, which I use myself to personally write books, is completely free. All you need is a Gmail account. It automatically saves your work. It's accessible on your phone if you have a tablet or your laptop. It's based on a cloud, so you can pick up right where you left off. It has version history on it. It tracks your word count. It has the spelling and grammar feature. It has very similar features to using Microsoft Word. So if you're familiar with that, it acts in a similar way when you use Google Docs. So that is at the top of my list of the recommendation of a tool that you can utilize if you're someone who struggles with technology, or maybe you don't have access to Microsoft Word. Google Docs is a great option. You can also check out the Notes app on your phone. You can literally, while you listen to this episode, pull out your phone and see if you have the Notes app. Many smartphones already have a Notes application installed. So whether you have an Android or an iPhone, doesn't matter. There's usually a Notes application installed. And if not, you can go to your app store on your phone and download one for free. I'm sure there are a plethora, many of them that are available for free that you can utilize to get started on writing your manuscript. And with the Notes app, this makes it easy to capture ideas whenever inspiration strikes. It can also keep you on track. You can pick up where you left off. You can start writing your chapters, your ideas, or story notes right there in your Notes app. It automatically saves as well. And just keep it simple. Writing a book does not have to be complicated. Pun intended. The podcast name, Book Writing Made Simple, because it really doesn't have to be complicated. The goal is to remove every excuse that says you can't start writing. The goal is to remove every excuse that keeps you from writing your book. And I really don't want technology to be a hindrance, because you can really write your book. Another tip is to focus on writing, not the technology. There's no need to be concerned with the technical aspects of your book if your draft is unwritten. If your draft is incomplete, there's no need to really be thinking about all the other stuff when it comes to the editing phase or marketing or publishing or designing. That's not the focus right now. Your responsibility right now in this moment, in this season, is to write the manuscript. I don't want you to drown in the technical aspects of the book writing process. Don't let that get in your way. Figure out what technology you want to use, Google Notes or a Notes app, and get to it. Again, it's as simple as using Notes app on your phone, or create a Gmail account, or if you already have a Gmail account, just go to the section for using Google Docs and you can start writing your book today. Plus, when it comes to you actually focusing on writing your book and moving past the obstacle of technology, the good thing about it is it helps you to stay connected to your manuscript. Like, this belongs to you, and you were able to overcome a hurdle, of technology because you decided to make it simple, to use these simple tools that I provided to you today. And it really helps you to stay connected to your manuscript. And you can learn how to use a simple document to write your manuscript. And it will be so rewarding, and it allows you to stay deeply connected to your writing. So if you're on the go, inspiration strikes, you have your phone with you. Most people nowadays do not leave home without their phone. So if you have the Google Docs app or you have the Notes app, you can click that app and see your manuscript. You can always be writing, whether on the go, if you're sitting down at your desk, if you're traveling. The beauty of technology is that it is accessible to us, and depending on where you are in the world, it's accessible to us at our fingertips. So we really don't have an excuse not to write. And when you're writing the words yourself, you get to reflect on your experiences. You get to process your thoughts. You get to be creative and shape the message you want readers to receive. It also allows you to lay your eyes on your manuscript and really be involved in the writing process, which I believe is important. And of course, if you're doing ghostwriting or something else, that's different. But if you, the aspiring author, are writing your book, it's so important for you to be able to see it before you and to be involved in the writing process. So don't quit before you start. Don't let technology be a barrier to you. If you've been delaying your book because you feel like you're not tech savvy enough, I want to encourage you today to just start simple. Open a blank document in Google Docs or open the Notes app on your phone and start writing. And keep writing. Don't stop until you have finished your manuscript. Your book does not begin with complicated tools or this excessive use of technology. It begins with the decision to finally put your words on the page. And if you need guidance as you begin writing your manuscript, I can help you organize your thoughts so you can write and publish your first book. Head on over to donnacherie.com/coaching. That's donnacherie.com/coaching. And let's connect further so we can finally get your book out of your head and into your hands. The message that God has given you to write truly matters. Don't let technology be the reason it never gets written, or any other reason for that matter. Let's not have excuses in 2026, and let's go and write and finish the book so that we can make a kingdom impact. All right, I hope that this message has blessed you and that it has ease your mind and ease any anxiety to just keep it simple. Get started, open up that Google Doc or your Notes app and start writing. Until next time, ciao. Thanks for tuning in. I hope today's episode inspired you to take that next step to write your book. Remember, small steps lead to big results. If this podcast has blessed you in some way, be sure to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Your support means the world to me, and it helps others to find the show. Also, be sure to pass on the inspiration by sharing this episode with a friend who could benefit from this message. God bless you, sis, and never, ever give up.